I have a cricketer friend of mine. His
Yes.
name's KL Rahul.
Yes.
And we discuss sadhana a lot. And he's also got a very intense amount of bhakti towards Hanumanji, like in
Oh, how
his life.
beautiful.
And he's got this one beautiful tattoo where it showcases a human being lifted by this really muscular arm. It's
Huh.
clearly that of Hanumanji.
Wow.
Is it similar to what you're saying?
Yes, it's similar. The Maruts, I remember in the episode that we did in the first episode, we spoke little about Maruts. So Maruts are a very, very peculiar and intrinsic part of your pranic system. They are very, very, and very few people know and talk about this. The word Maruti in Hanuman has come out of the word Marut. Maruts are born to the Vayu's movement in the sun. When the process of creation happened, the movement of Vayu in the sun created Maruts. These are particles that high velocity particles that come from other galaxies. All right. The word Maruti comes from Marut. The word Hanuman also comes from Marut. Han is like a bij akshar that has the meaning that something that strikes with great velocity. And Man is huge and heavy and stable. So Hanuman word combination means something that moves with great velocity and can destroy anything which is huge and stable. All right. He was born to Kesari Nandan bolte hain. He was born to Kesari and Anjana Devi. Kesari means sun and Anjana Devi means the dark primordial Prakriti when the thing was born.
Goosebumps all over. Right, go on.
Hanuman is that force. And this quality actually of the Maruts is present in all the deities. Especially a portal of Hanuman has happened because of the bhakti that people have, immense bhakti that people have done of Hanuman. Hanuman portal is there. He is a living deity and people have seen him. I met a girl very recently who had a lot of skin issues all over her body, and she was a 30-something, not married, and gone into a lot of, sadness in the body. And she went out for a corporate, meetup somewhere, and she was in that dukha, and probably she had something with everyone, and she had a sakshat darshan of Hanuman. She saw Hanumanji in front of her, and that episode could have been a hallucination. I mean, anybody could have just taken it to be a hallucination, but that event changed her life completely. Number one, her entire body was changed. That whole skin issue that she had disappeared within a matter of 1 month. Her whole kayakalpa bolte hain. Everything changed, and she has become a devout bhakt of Hanuman. Devout bhakta who never ever went into any temple or believed in any gods and goddesses because of her own tormenting life. She has become a devout bhakta of Hanuman. So Hanuman darshan, people have had, all the deities give darshan. How does the darshan happen, I mean, this is what my Gurudev taught me. Many people may not be in line with this thought, but he says that when a bhakta has become completely surrendered and dissolved in the deity is so happy. And when I say deity, ultimately it is consciousness and Paramatma. Paramatma is so happy that to please his eyes, a darshan is created. And who creates this darshan? The maruts in his body. The pranic particles in our body we have marut pavans. Every act of destruction in your body. Destruction means I'm not talking negatively. The food is broken into smaller particles, absorption is happening. So it's an act of destruction. Every act of destruction in our body which is required is done by the maruts. The prana does not have its own power other than the maruts. And when a person comes into bhakti, the maruts are maximized. And when the maruts are maximized, the soul itself has kripa over the bhakta and gives him the darshan of the deity he believes in. So people have seen live Krishna, Shiva. Those who are in bhakti have seen their deities in front of them. And this is the miracle of Paramatma, showering grace, and the maruts do it. So Maruti Bhagwan, talking about him, he is an immense portal of power.
Perhaps this is why Hanumanji is linked to physical prowess.
Yes, also, all the siddhis are associated with him. And, the physical powers, in the sense he can become small like this much, he can become big like this much, he can become heavy like a mountain, he can be light as air, as a feather. All these siddhis come from, they come from the Maruts. This is what needs to be understood. They come from the Maruts. And Hanuman, being the deity for the Marut Pavans, they're called Marut Pavans. He's Vayu Putra. Vayu Putra means he's born to the Vayu, the movement of the Vayu in the sun.
Okay, to kind of summarize what you said, I think you've given us the Sanatani version of what are we but stardust.
Yes.
So you're saying that according to Sanatan Dharma, there were high velocity particles that found their way near the atmosphere of the sun. These particles of light or energy particles are referred to as Maruts.
Yeah, they're born to the Spandan of Shiva Shakti. The S that you see in a yin and symbol,
yeah.
the white and black, is
Yes.
divided by a S
Yeah.
line, bright line. This bright line is where Maruts are born. Rudra is also a synonym to this Marut only. When we say the power of Rudra, you see, it's also a product which is born to this Spandan of Shiva and Shakti.
Okay. From a very human perspective, everyone has heard the word pranayam, or increase the pran flowing through your body.
Yes.
So pran could be loosely understood to be external energy or energy that's present all around us.
Energy, every kind of energy is prana. Number one.
Okay.
When we do pranayam, it's basically the life force energy inside us. We are bringing that into control. Yama means to bring it in control.
So say you're doing the pranayam and the life force in you is increasing.
Yes.
Physical manifestation of that would be good skin, good hair, good health.
Yeah.
But you said something interesting. You said that it's the Maruts that actually cause changes inside your body and not the prana.
Yes, they're the soldiers in your prana.
So what is the linkage between the prana and the Marut?
The Maruts are like, you could say, like floating particles on prana. They're the soldiers of the prana. And let's say, as you say, in your blood there is hemoglobin. When your hemoglobin count is good, then you say your blood is good. In the same way, when the count of Maruts, and which automatically goes the moment you start sadhana, that is how people are able to manifest anything out of the thin air. The yogis, they manifest anything out of the thin air. All these siddhis, even Vaka Siddhi, all these siddhis come because of the Maruts.
You're increasing the number of Maruts in your body.
In the body with the sadhana, automatically. Wow. Automatically.